Welcome back to the 2012 USBC Queens, presented by Storm.
That is Deandra Asbeidi, the number 3 seed. She'll take on Liz Johnson to drop the 268 on Josie Ernest, who had a very memorable first ever Queens, though. Just making the show is a tremendous accomplishment. She bowled very well, but Liz Johnson was just too tough. And we'll get a look at Liz here first. So it's the old argument, Chris, and I know you've had plenty of experience in this format, as has your wife, who's a very accomplished bowler. The theory of, is it better to start where Liz started and run up, or is it better to be sitting where Carolyn Doran Ballard is, number 1?
It'd still rather be the top seed, because you don't have to go through this murderer's row of competitors, and the lanes change as you go.
Is that an example of the lanes changing right there? That's the first really clunker she's thrown, except for the very first shot.
According to our Cats data and her voice feedback, that was inside a target again. It's the only bad shot she threw in game 1, and she came right back out and did the same thing in game 2. This time, unfortunate not to leave something she could make.
So a little bit of an opening early for the Chicago native and former Nebraska Cornhusker Deandra Asbeidi. It's been on the Queens television show once before as the number 1 seed and lost to Kelly Kulick. But it was the way she lost that this is a chance for her to make up for that, and I'll explain in a moment. Push it did, right smack into the pocket in that seed. And losing to Kelly Kulick, by the way, is no disgrace, but she shot a 143, and that has bothered her for a while.
Go back and look at Deandra's style now. She switched to a 4-step approach not too long ago, and she said it really keyed up her timing, let things get a little bit freer, and she wasn't getting the ball in the swing so inconsistently.
What about her keys?
Well, her key here is just to take advantage of what the other 4 girls are all playing to the right of her. She needs to be able to take advantage of that hook to her right, combined with the oil that's fresh in the middle of the lane. She's chosen a marble curl, a low RG high diff ball to try and do that with.
Got a kick on the 7, and she opens with a double.
Watches this one, mixes things up. Headpin goes to the wall and just touches the 7 on the way by. She knew she got it just a little bit right, but good execution and good leverage at the foul, and will give you just a little bit more area in the lane.
And one thing about Liz, with her experience, it's very quick. She can make adjustments very, very quickly, and we asked her, is this game, is bowling still fun for her?
I love to bowl, whether it's against the guys, against the women, day in and day out. And the fact that I still love to bowl. As long as I stay physically fit and the sport is still fun for me, I'll bowl every single day. Push. Thank you.
You're welcome. No problem. She comes right back off of leaving that 4-6 and doubles.
That was, well, an older term, the high hard one. So got it in a little bit, missed it at the bottom just a touch, and was able to get it to hold.
That's what Deandra did. She went through the elimination bracket, defeated Leanne Hulsenberg, who was the reigning U.S. Open champion, among others.
Push, push.
Asking for a lot of pushing from these two, and so far it's working extremely well.
Well, and this is what Deandra should have, really, by being able to play deeper on the lane than the rest of the competitors. She should have a little bit more oil to her left. The players are breaking down the right around the 8th, 9th, 10th board. She should be able to throw it to that area and get it to hook off of it and create where Liz has a couple of board area, probably. Deandra should have at least one extra.
That's what we talked about a little bit earlier in the 2007 Queens. Deandra looking for her first major championship. She does have 2 PBA Women's Series titles. Everything she's asking for right now she's getting. We show her husband John, and I don't see young Madden there tonight. He is coming up, I think, on 2. As a matter of fact, her last television show, when she bowled mixed doubles with Brian Voss, she was expecting.
Yeah, but Madden's now 20 months old, and changed her perspective a little bit, gave her a little balance.
Got a big break there. That 9-pin got decked. A little bit off from the way she was in that first game.
Well, that omen and that strong cover on that omen is starting to dig in a little bit. You can see that one pick up in the front. Fortunate the 2-pin came back across to knock out the 9. Leave only the 4. Gonna have to make about a 1-board adjustment with her feet the next time on that lane.
Well, Chris, I know you love baseball, as I do. This week, ESPN and ESPN2 have a couple of great games. First, Wednesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern on ESPN2. Albert Pujols and the Angels, Evan Longoria and the Rays. SportsCenter will be seen in Los Angeles and in Tampa. Then Sunday night at 8 Eastern in ESPN. It's a rematch of last year's AL Division Series as the Rays visit Josh Hamilton and the Rangers. Both games are available on ESPN3 and also live on WatchESPN.com and the Watch ESPN app. And from this building, you can walk to the Rangers Park. And to see Josh Hamilton hit, you ought to walk a long way. And to see Liz Johnson bowl, you ought to walk a long way. She comes right back with a strike in 5.
Well, this is a great shot here. Already in early trouble, down 30. According to Cat's data, that's right at the 7.8 board. She's been living in that area most throughout game 1 and 2 now. Got to settle in. Now, so far, Deandra's been a little bit quick with everything. It's coming off her hand just a little bit early. That's why she's asking for it to push. See if she can settle down now with a lead and throw her best shots.
Is that a product of nerves?
A lot.
A lot, and she's fortunate to get something very makeable in a 2-5, ending her run of strikes in 4 in a row.
You'd call it nerves or adrenaline, or, you know, I don't think she's scared of anything, but there's no way around. This environment's just different. Now this time, this ball was about 2 boards right, actually 2.5 boards right of her last shot on that lane. Now the first one was in a little bit. This was on the right side of it. Fortunate just to leave the 2-5. Truth be told, I'd rather just leave the 2-pin.
Well, truth be told, you'd rather not make it like that.
And that's exactly why. The 2-5 is just not that hard to chop. Even with a spare ball here, there's still a little rotation, and it started to pick up just at the end.
Yep. Snuck away with some. Found $20 in the couch.
30-pin lead through 5.
That came in from a long way. Deandra Beatty, looking for her first major championship, has a 30-pin advantage on a 4-time major winner in the great Liz Johnson. Second match of the USBC Queens will continue when we return to Arlington in mere moments.